friends, it's Nancy. Now, since I did the flip through of this journal, I've had more than one or two questions about how I made this pop-out that has the ephemera in it. So before I pack this up, I thought I better demonstrate one more time, and then I can sort of show you how it's done. Just trying to move things around so we can see that pretty owl. Come on, you. So on this one, you can see I've added these little tuck spots. Oh my goodness. And I've stitched around it. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do it. And I'm just going to use this like, I cut these from a folder of some kind. So I've cut this down to 8.5 by 11 because I think a lot of people do use 8.5 by 11 inch pages. So we're going to pretend this page is already in a book because you're going to sew the signatures down first. Don't try to put the pop out in the book until after the signatures are sewn. Then you're going to add the pop out. So this is my 8.5 inch page. It's folded in half. We're going to pretend it's been stitched into the spine of a journal. So here's another 8.5 by 11 inch page, and I'm going to cut this down to, let's call it 5 inches. Now you can use your scoreboard if you want, but I am just going to fold this in half. Like that. And then I'm going to fold this edge back. And this edge back. So now it's equally folded 4 different rectangles. Like that. Let me just show you this one more time so you can see how it's positioned in there. Okay. So the mountain is in the middle. So if you want to add pockets, you're going to add them on this side that has the mountain. So if I was of the mind to do that, I would just add little half pockets here. Stitch them down. You can make them out of acetate or paper or whatever you want to make them with. I wouldn't leave these for journal spaces because you're not going to be able to write in them because they're up in the air like that. Okay? Now, the next thing, and you can make this, you could make this wider if you want to. I just sort of went with 5 inches. I thought that was okay. This one I did bigger because it's a bigger book. This one I think is about 6.5 inches across. And I did it because I wanted the skull, the entire skull in the paper. Although you can't really see it in the photo. Okay, now I'm taking this piece and I want to cut it I guess it's fine like that, but I'm going to trim it down to 8 inches. Okay. Now the first thing I want to do is fold this in half. And then I'm going to fold it in half the other way. And it can be tough sometimes to fold a piece of card. You could use cardstock. You could use a like a heavier printed paper, like Tim Holtz sort of weight printed paper. Okay, so here we have this cross from this fold line to this fold line. So what I want to do is I want to make another fold line that's on a 45-degree angle going through this point. So I happen to have a 45-degree angle ruler. Like this line here is 45 degrees, so I'm just going to match it up on the side and then keep moving it until my ruler passes through like that. And then I'm going to drop my bone folder. So I just want to make sure this is a 90-degree. I feel like I might have gotten that just a little. Yeah, I did. Okay. Now we're going to do the exact same. So again, I'm going to line up the 45-degree mark on my ruler with that edge of the paper and move it until it's passing through that center square. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to flex this so that those little guys go out, these little guys go in. Wait a second. I have to think about this for a second. Like that. Okay, so these triangles go down. Okay, so going back to our page, what we're going to do is find the halfway mark. So that would be 4 1/4. So I'm just going to make that dot. Right there, right in that center. Okay, now we want to glue. Do you know what? I've messed this up another time. Okay, we've done this, then flip it this way so that we have a triangle and like doors. Okay? I have to think about this every time I do it. So we have doors, we have a triangle. I'm just going to lay my ruler here because I want to make sure that I get this on straight. Okay, that's on straight. I will make a couple of pencil marks. So I will know exactly where to put that. All right, now I'm going to use my art glitter glue because it really grabs fast and dries quickly. It doesn't matter which triangle you glue, but you're just gluing the triangle. Okay. We're going to put that triangle back into its home. Okay. And then putting glue on this second triangle, the top triangle. And close the page. And just kind of hold it there for a few seconds until the glue takes hold. Now, when the page opens, you can open it wide open. And we're going to line this up so that you put the two folds together and line it up with that fold, and then just, you know, do your best to get it half on one side and half on the other. You can use your ruler if you want to. Now here, I'm going to put glue on this part, and I'm going to put glue on this part. So only this half and only the top half. Okay, so I'm going to just start with one. And then I can open this up, match up that center again, and just gonna put a little more glue, just so I feel really comfortable with it. And open up that flap. And then on this one, open up that flap. And we're just going to hold that for a minute. Okay, so to close it, you lift this up and it'll close. You're going to want to make sure your glue is dry before you do that. But I'm going to hold this up so you can see how it twists and opens and then twists. You're going to have to use your fingers to close it. Got it? I'm just looking at it, and I have it upside down because here's the pockets. So that's kind of fun, eh? And I thought that was a really great surprise for the Halloween journal that I just finished. All right, so that's that trick. Today I've been working on my Charlie Brown Peanuts Halloween. And I've inked up the cover, inked up the cover, and right now I've sealed it and it's drying. So I can't work on that right now, but Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you'll give this technique a try. Let me know how you make out. We'll talk to you again soon.